Welcome to the installation video for HCL Universal Orchestrator in Google Cloud Platform. This video shows how you can install the Universal Orchestrator in Google Kubernetes Engine.
The documentation explaining the deployment procedure is available for your reference. Before you start with the installation, ensure your environment meets the prerequisites. You must have a valid GCP account with GKE enabled and a cluster already created in order to deploy the namespaces. Secured the required credentials and licenses to access the HCL entitled registry and to download images and charts. Installed the following services in your machine. Deployed the following services in your Kubernetes cluster. After the deployment of these services, save the configuration details of each service. This information is later required to configure them with the Universal Orchestrator instance. The use of Cert Manager is strongly recommended for automatic certificate management. Otherwise, you must manually create certificates, store them in correctly named Kubernetes secrets, and ensure they match the values.yaml configuration. The installation process comprises 3 major steps: creating a namespace in the Kubernetes cluster, creating Kubernetes secret, and finally deploying the product components. Let's start with the installation. Create a namespace in the GKE cluster to host the Universal Orchestrator. Ensure that Cloud and kubectl are installed and configured in your local machine to communicate with the Google Cloud Platform and run the commands related to the deployment. To create the namespace, open command line and run the command kubectl create namespace. The namesaps is created. The next step is to create a Kubernetes secret to store as an entitlement key for the HCL Universal Orchestrator instance on your cluster. You need the username and CLI secret to create the Kubernetes secret. To get the CLI secret, log into the HCL registry. Click on the user profile and copy the CLI secret from the dialog. Now run the command to create the Kubernetes secret. You have successfully created the Kubernetes secret to access the registry. Now log into the HCL registry to pull the Helm charts. It prompts for username and password. The password is the CLI secret that you find in your user profile. You have successfully logged into the HCL public registry. To pull the Helm charts from the registry, run the pull command. A zip file is downloaded, and unzip the file to configure the values.yaml file. You must configure the following sections in the values.yaml file for the deployment. Open the values.yaml file. You can also use any text editor to update the file. Change the value of the license parameter under the global section to accept. To update the database section, add the details of the MongoDB instance deployed on your Google Cloud cluster. Add details such as URL, database name. And while deploying, if you have configured credentials to access the database, then provide values for username and password. Now add the URL of the Kafka instance deployed on your Google Cloud cluster. For Kafka also, if you have configured credentials to access the service or enabled TLS, then provide values for username, password, and TLS secure parameters accordingly. In the config section, add the license server key for MHS and ensure you have provided a valid URL. Now to manage the external access to the services in the cluster, set the ingress attributes in the file. Specify the ingress name and add the base domain name, which is the external IP address of the ingress controller. The next step is to add the details of the OIDC server, and you can use any OpenID Connect protocol for the installation. Specify the URL of the OIDC instance along with the realms. Add the client ID and client secret for the authentication with the OIDC server. It is recommended to enable TLS verification for database, messaging, and OIDC server. If you enable TLS verification, you must add all the additional secrets in the certificates section. For this installation, we will enable the TLS verification for OIDC server and show how the secrets are added. Update the value of TLS verification attribute to required to enable TLS for the OIDC server. Then add the secret for the OIDC server under additional CA secrets attribute in the certificates section. If you enable TLS for database or messaging, you must add the secrets under additional CA secrets. All the required parameters are now set, and we can proceed with the deployment. Run the command to install the Universal Orchestrator instance. The HCL Universal Orchestrator is successfully deployed in Google Cloud Platform, and you can verify the deployment. To verify the deployment, run the command kubectl get pods to check all pods are up and started running.
Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any queries, contact us.